dynamics or the differences between how black women and white women experience black men in relationships. And I thought that this would be
Uh-oh.
an interesting breakdown. So I want to get y'all thoughts on this one. Bridget Kelly is actually, pretty visible in a general sense, but I haven't even watched this video, but somebody sent it to me to review, and I was like, well, I'm gonna bring it up on After Hours, and I'm gonna see what y'all think. So let me play a little bit of this.
Bag fuel, baby.
Of a black woman and the attitude of a white woman dealing with the relationship. Would you agree?
No.
What would you think? So you think that the black woman's attitude and the way she talks to men and her outlook is the same as the white woman?
Yes. The bottom line is the same.
The bottom line.
I didn't ask about the bottom.
The bottom line is the same, but how they go about it is
I'm not asking,
it's the process.
I'm not asking. The bottom line with men is the same. We all want to get pussy and find somebody and find some woman that we like, right? Black men don't go about it the same as white men do. It's a stark difference on how we carry ourselves and who we be around and what we like and how we do. Spanish men too. Spanish men are totally different than how we roll and we do things. So when you're telling me that black women and white women act the same way.
I don't think it's racial. I think it's socioeconomic. The way men move is socioeconomic. It's got nothing to do with race, in my opinion.
I'm just talking about black, because listen, I'll put it out there.
Because if you're a black lawyer, you're a black attorney, you're rolling up to whoever you like, whatever you like, differently than if you are a UPS driver. You just are.
I'm talking about relationship-wise. It's known that black women, your black side, they talk too fucking much. They got too much to say. I'll just say it. They talk too fucking much. They talk too aggressive. They think the world revolves around them, and they're not bartering. They're not coming to the table compromising. Nah, they're not doing that. Not right now in this space. Period. And if you ask people when we run shit down the line, I've fucking been on relationship shows. When you take surveys and they take different races, all the races will say the same thing about the black woman. All of them. Men and women. White women be like, yo, them black girls is crazy. Black men is like, yo, them black girls is crazy. Why is that? Because even my father, 82 years old, from Belvedere, North Carolina, who he thought he hated white women, says, yo, they just got a different type of understanding for men and shit right now, even black ones.
There's a couple things to consider.
Okay, go ahead.
The reason I say a lot of it is socioeconomic is because, obviously, white people are the majority in this country. In general, if we look at statistically across the country, there's more poor white people per capita than there are poor black people because there's just more white people, period, right?
She's 100% right about that, but I'm gonna keep playing it for a second.
In terms of domestic violence cases, most domestic violence cases happen to impoverished people. The majority of them are white. In terms of drug use, addiction, any of that kind of stuff, drug use, alcohol abuse, also in impoverished places. You gotta consider the starting point. So to me, it's anything that's race related is really rooted in whether or not somebody is coming from a place of privilege or a place of without privilege. When I say the bottom line is the same, is because white women have the privilege of just being more passive aggressive about it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Right? There's microaggression, there's passive aggression, but the bottom line is the same. And the compromises that white women are willing to make benefit them. There's no benefit for black women to be compromising in the framework in which whatever men are bringing to the table are expecting them to compromise.
What do y'all think? What do you think about that, Quentin?
What is she saying? I was probably need to pay a little further.
All right, I'll play it a little bit more.
Why is there benefit for white women but there's no benefit for black women?
Because the white women that are willing to compromise are either starting from a place of privilege, or the ways in which they're compromising, they're going to get privilege from whatever they're compromising for.
You think a white woman being nice and a black woman being nice equally to a black man, she would still get further?
I don't agree.
How I'm. I think that she's right though. I think that.
Let her answer this one, Anton.
All right, I'm gonna let her answer.
A white woman is already in a place of privilege. She's already starting ahead.
We're talking about them. We're talking about how they're relating with the other sex. If a white woman comes and is nice to me, and a black woman is nice to me, she's not getting more privilege. If anything,
the black
I'm gonna be honest, the black girl is gonna get it.
Yeah.
If anything, for me,
I
the
think that
black
that's
girl's
all
gonna get
cap,
it.
bro.
I'm not coming across sweet black women. Period. When you sit down and you think about it, they have been few and far in between. Even my wife, I wouldn't categorize her as a sweet black woman.
Yeah,
Jesus
I agree.
Christ. This
I
is
agree. I agree with him 100%.
Man,
I don't.
come on,
The
bro.
sweetest black woman I know, I don't even is just freaking your wife. I don't know any sweet. I don't know any black woman I can say she's a sweet black woman. Like
But
once
no,
I
no, no,
got
no,
down
no,
to
no.
the
Okay, so that part may be a little bit more fair. But what I am, but on the other side though, is that if they both come equally, listen,
Mhm.
to act like that we don't pedestalize something different than what we're used to getting is crazy to me.
I agree. I agree.
We tend to treat exotics, whether it's a fucking foreign car or it's a foreign woman, different than we treat the thing that we used to getting on a regular basis.
It's a
And so
fact.
I think that I think it's multiple different things is true in this conversation, but part of the conversation is Cap, and that he's saying that if they both came equally, that they would get treated the same. That's bullshit.
That's
So
definitely
so
not true.
so you think
Still gonna put
that
that white
black
woman on the
men?
pedestal.
You think black men treat white women better than black women? Like,
Let me tell you something, bro.
Hell yeah.
I was taking pictures because I wanted to get the proof when I was in Mexico on the flights all across the board. I was looking at men, black men was with ooga boogers all day fucking long. I was taking pictures all day
this
long
nigga's
because
creepy.
Rita was like, Anton, I can't unsee what you said because now I'm paying attention to more racial couples, right? And when we was fucking walking around and I would see decent, nice,
That
cool,
nigga's a
well
ugga
spoken.
booga too. He just as fat as she
No, no,
is.
he's not. No, he not.
That's
And more importantly, the thing that we look for in women is much different than the thing that women look for in men. That's a fact. And my point is that every single black man that I seen with a white woman over the last 3 weeks, and I've been taking fucking pictures, every last one of them have been with an overweight white woman. And they treat them like gold.
Jesus.
They treat them like gold. And I don't think even for one fucking second you not gonna convince me that they treating the overweight black woman the same way. No way.
but overweight black women don't act like the overweight white woman.
Shit.
You
The
When
don't know
they was
overweight
that.
white
crazy?
woman.
Can't
No,
say that. No,
listen.
wait, now you generalizing. You just got on Betty for
The
this.
overweight white woman knows that she's overweight, and she's proud that this dude is willing
We
to be with her.
black
The
men don't
overweight
want
black woman thinks she's
overweight
the
black
prize,
women.
and
Black men don't want
come
overweight black. They not giving them a chance.
because they don't act like the
What?
overweight white woman. That's why overweight black woman will beat your ass, nigga, or she'll try.
Quentin,
They
man.
act. It has to do with how they
Quentin.
act. Like they act different. They act
No,
different.
no, the fuck they don't.
Overweight white women, they want to lose weight. They want to get better. There's like this dude's gonna give me the
What?
comeuppance. Overweight black women are like, nah, nigga, I'm good. A woman told me, nigga, I said I can't date you because you weigh 10 pounds less than me. That you too close to my weight. I can't date you. And she was like, well, this is just what I am. And I'm like, nigga, this ain't gonna be, nigga, because
Quentin,
you too big.
Quentin, this cap,
What,
bro.
Slippy?
You just get wait a minute. You just gave them the benefit of the doubt, man. I done seen white women that been fat and sloppy their whole life. They ain't never been to the motherfucking gym.
And
The
they
gym
be
be
The
full of
chat
black
is
and
women
and
too.
hold on,
chat
hold
is
on, hold on,
agreeing
hold on. And
with agreeing with
something.
me.
Let me add something to that. They be bossy as fuck.
Yes.
I,
They
What is
that
Quentin talking
Quentin, for
about?
some
the
reason,
only
y'all got it in
bossy
your
white women
mind.
I've seen are the ones that are 8 and above. I don't see
No,
no
no, no,
Bubba
no,
Guppy
no.
bossy white
Bruh.
chicks.
These
Oh my
overweight
God,
white
bro.
women be bossy,
I
and they
guess
be bossing these dudes
well, it,
around. And this woman the one that I just showed y'all, let me get some more pictures. The one that I just showed y'all was bossy as hell to this dude, and I was like, what is it that he see in her? She was homely, she was bossy, and I see
No,
this shit all
listen,
the
man.
time, bro. Listen.
Listen, man.
how are
Flights,
you
This is
bossy and
walking
crazy.
homely? That's like an
downtown,
oxymoron, nigga.
cities, restaurants. I can't unsee it. Now I'm gonna put it in y'all head when y'all see these dudes that's with these chicks. They don't be overly submissive. They not nice, and them hoes be cheating too, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like if we gonna have a real conversation, we gonna have to be 100. For some reason, listen, y'all give more grace, and you know me, and I feel like I'm more suited to have this conversation because I don't stand on that black shit. I stand on character. If we just gonna be real, y'all give more grace to women that is not black when you are a black man. That is just real.
It's true. That's true.
Y'all give more grace to these women that's not black. And so if y'all telling me, oh no, if they both came up and one of no, no. Because most of the
I don't.
time,
I don't.
and,
I
and
don't.
part
I
of
don't. I
this,
don't agree.
part of
I
this
treat
is
women up.
black women's fault is because they've created a stereotype for themselves that has largely been true. And so part of it is that we expect for black women to be unruly. So we don't even by default give them that benefit of the doubt to allow for them to prove us wrong. We not letting them start off with a clean slate because they've already ruined their own reputation. So most of us have
I'm
not
not.
been dating white women on a regular basis. And so we give them the benefit of the doubt. We give these women the benefit of the doubt. We automatically give them grace and we expect for them to be a certain type of way unless they say that they're an older white woman that's a Karen or something. But in a general sense, by default, they start off at a lower level and part of it is their fault.
I don't. I don't agree. There's a certain kind of white woman that's what you say. I would say if a white woman has dated three or more black men, she's probably just a black girl. If a white woman has three or four more black friends, she's probably just a black girl as well. So those are different. They don't count.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
Huh?
Nah,
Yeah,
bro.
it's like you know the white girl that only date black niggas. Nigga, you're a black girl now. You're not white anymore. I'm sorry.
No, it
How
don't
is
work
people
like
gonna
that,
say that I'm
Quinn.
biased?
Yes, it does.
Wait.
Yes,
How
way.
am I biased if I'm married to one of the sweetest black women that have the
On the
sweetest
fucking
disposition about
earth.
life?
Yeah,
I
I ain't
can't be
she ain't never
biased
said
because
Yeah,
she
first of
was.
man.
all, I don't stand on race at all.
Mhm.
Secondly, I don't experience the same thing that a lot of y'all experience when it comes to y'all households. And third, I'm looking at it objectively because I'm actually seeing people in real life that's experience. And see, if I'd have said it without taking the pictures, y'all wouldn't even believe me. Nobody is more
No,
objective than me. Ain't
I,
nobody biased. I'm
I
fucking
will
real.
believe you because I know I seen it too. I
How
seen
am
it
I
too.
biased? I can't be biased. I don't have that negative experience that y'all have. My mom ain't like
You
that. What are you talking about? My mom ain't
Yeah,
unruly.
you
my mom
you
is
usually treat
a sweet woman.
guests better than you treat your own. Like, do you notice that your parents were nicer to your cousins when they were around than they were as soon as they leave the house? You like blah, 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 blah. Same thing with like tourists. When the tourists are around, then you treat them pretty well, and then the local comes around and you treat them like shit. That's what humans do. We
Let
usually
me.
treat people that are outside of
I
our group
agree.
better than.
Because when I
Yes,
Yeah,
see
we
white
do.
women, when I see white women come up on
that's
these
true.
channels, whether it be the
But the
Monday
thing,
show or whether it be any other show that we'd have never seen, but they gotta show us that they just some unruly hoes before we just go all in, and we still give them grace.
but that's the thing. The I rather deal with that than lead with the deal with the passive aggressive, goody goody two shoes. I'm going to take out of your shit when I divorce you type of woman.
That's a
I
white woman.
no no. Wait.
White women, listen, for some reason, white women clean y'all clocks way worse than black women.
But there's a point.
Yeah.
I rather
White
deal with that
women take
shit.
advantage of y'all
Yeah,
financially way worse than black women. What are
but
y'all
there's the
talking
point.
about?
I rather deal with the twerking and all that than deal with the I love you, I'll be with you forever, fatty.
But that ain't what
And
most
then
men are
when we meet,
saying. Most men are saying that they want to be. Mm, mm.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on this one, bro. Because like the shit that I seen from white women, man, that don't look like shit, like it's preposterous. It's unbelievable. It's like how the fuck you talking to somebody like that, and you looking like that? Yes, I don't get
I
it.
had to
I
deal
just
with
don't
the
know.
devil
I don't
with
know how y'all
you.
could. How I mean, I don't know. Quentin saying that his experience is a little different. Let me ask you a question, Quentin. Have you ever dealt with an unruly white woman?
Unruly. No, I have not. No,
Hmm.
Have you ever dealt with an unruly black woman?
I have. Yes,
What's the
Hmm.
ratio of, you know,
well, just generally
top? No, no,
speaking,
no.
like
Hold on. What's the ratio of white women and black women that you think that you've dated over your lifetime?
I've dated under 5 black women in my whole life.
And you've dated way more white women.
I've dated way more Mexicans, but yes, substantially more white women. Yes, that's true.
Do you think that in a general sense that you give them more grace?
I come into, like, especially in my older years, I come into all these. I have that mindset. I'm going to give you a chance because generally I don't. So I come into the mindset I'm going to treat you the same as the white people until I start hearing that mouth, and then shit goes off the rails.
Quentin, you got some
Soon as
sass. You got some sassy white women in your circle. I can't even.
Ooh,
Because I can't even believe that Quentin is saying this right now.
you know, one white girl in my circle, and she
And she's
ain't got
sassy
nothing to
as
do with
fuck.
me.
She's sassy as fuck.
And she's also only date niggas. I said white women that only
But
date
you said
niggas
that
is
you've
pretty much a
never
black girl.
experienced dealing with a white woman that is unruly.
I don't date white women that only date black men. I don't fuck with those white women. I don't want
So
to deal
now
with
they no. See, you changing the qualifications, Quentin.
them. No, I'm just saying I don't deal with them.
That
So
chick is
there are
that chick is sassy with an attitude and is unruly as fuck, and she white as hell, and she
she's
got a
Italian,
mouth
but
on
okay.
her, and you just
Yeah.
ignored her like she ain't sassy.
I don't deal with her. I don't deal with her. I don't deal with her.
Yeah, but you help her. You put up drywall for her. You see what I'm saying, though, Slimmy? See, I
I
want to just
already
no, no,
knew
no,
this.
no.
I
Listen,
already knew
listen.
where this was going.
I'm about to
It just
change my
don't have
name.
she don't
I'm
have
about to
nothing to
change
do
my
with me
name.
though. Like
I'm about to change my name to the lead attorney too,
she
because
Yes,
don't she
sir.
don't get
I had
sassy
to
with me,
set that
nigga.
trap for Quentin
I seen it coming.
just so he can illustrate my point, and that y'all
Mm.
give grace to these women that is unruly and they get away with it, but we try to act like that they don't, or that they any different than black women, and they sometimes way worse.
I don't I don't she don't do that to me.
Pedestalization
She don't act like that towards me. Like I'm the
towards me. She'll do that to me. What you
oh
seen her do to everybody
I see
else?
I don't know if you know the dude Mario, you know the older dude Mario that was on
Yeah, I know
here?
what you're talking about.
That's her dude, and nigga, she be wearing that nigga out.
So you
So
see
you,
it then.
oh my
You don't do
God,
what you said that
man.
I deal with. I don't deal with her in that manner.
Oh my God,
That's the
Quentin.
woman you put in the chat.
She
Did you?
was
Did you?
on the show like maybe 2 3 weeks ago.
Oh, look at her.
Quentin. See, y'all give grace. Y'all give so much grace.
My
And
grace
he over
is
there dealing
equal
with
across.
her. And if she the way she is with us, I can only
Yeah.
imagine how she is with him.
Oh yeah, she be giving that nigga the blues.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know how y'all get these women so much grace, bro.
Dude, I treat you normal. Like I treat women like a nice, respectable woman until I hear some mouth, and then after that, it's a wrap.
I just think that people give way more grace to women that they not as familiar with. I just think that. And
I,
you never gonna give as much credence to people that you are familiar with. And it's the same thing with with black women with black men and white men.
In
I
my
mean,
I agree.
it's a whole trend that's
the,
happening
the,
called the black wife effect or some shit like that.
the only thing I don't agree with is with the fat white woman shit. I think actually black men are having a not the peak of the leader, but very close to the shit. Because there's like a big
the
No,
ones that
segment
are
of
getting
white.
married, the ones that are getting married,
They
dude, the ones that just fucking know, the ones that are getting married, they're bad white bitches. They're bad.
no, they're
I
the
not.
agree.
the
No, they're
thing
not.
because
The ones you
Anthem
see in the
because
news that these athletes are picking,
We're not
there's
they're
talking
all the
about
there's a
athletes. We
lot of
talking
white
about.
women that there's
I
a
ain't
lot of
talking about
white
no
women that
goddamn
only
athletes.
date
I'm
black
talking
men.
about the majority of us is walking around out here. They pick Sasquatch.